shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Right there. 56. Hey, man.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Get him! Tight dog. No, I got it. 56. Check 56. Off the screen.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
51's the mic. We got it all.
Murray now on first down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Hey, team six. Team six. Here we go.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 35.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They run. It's Hill. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff, now Murray. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. And that brings up 3rd down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 77 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Grade 15. Hey, check. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. I'm scared. Hey, 20. Hey, Delta. We're going 25 to Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
82.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Let's get it.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. This is the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Murray now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, Could be in for a long ball game.
74. Okay, Alpha.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing his Wentz. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
Working from the gun. Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
61, max box, white.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wentz. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
51's the mic, boy. 51. Check three.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
54's Mike. Check.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 44 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This one out quickly to Watkins. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it second down.
Great 15.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch the run. Hey, they're running it. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Cut.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Here we go, G. Right there. 54, right there. Oh, yeah. And go. Here we go again. Mike's 54. 54.
To throw on third down, Murray. And that's knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First down, Eagles.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
35's the mic. Better bring it.
Corky, 82, Corky.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
To try again after the sack. Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Strip the ball.
Sunday.
Check, 59.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. This a quick pass to Davis. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 24, check 24.
For Tokyo.
25 to the mic. We're going.
Wentz to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go. 280.
25 to the mic. We're going. 25 to the mic. Let's go, D.
Here.
Hey, 25.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Come to my world.
Wentz now on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Hey, Bush. Here, shift.
25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. I got you, punk. Hey, 25 to Mike.
5-7.
25 to Mike. Watch the screen.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll look to throw here. On the crossing route, complete. It's Payne. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
60 outlaw.
All day, baby. All day.
Again.
Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
51, Mike.
Go.
3 buzz. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike.
Go.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Big trip.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Check 37. Check 37.
Five.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
35. Mike 35. Coming.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Payne. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
54. Mike 54. You bet.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Ready?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 34. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Go.
Get it.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Snead's got it. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future bright. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
High 7.
Check. Kill.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
You see me?
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
16. He likes to go for the sideline. Check, bunt set. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. You're not ready. 45's the mic.
5.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
59. Mike's 59.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, Echo.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Echo.
He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Hey, get in the weight room.
Smooth. Get it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to fire one into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down.
Mike 50, Mike.
Now back to throw. The throw taken in by Cole. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
90, Wolf.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Right here, right here.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second down at the 4-yard line.
Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up second down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Ready, ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Let's go. Henry. Hassan. 50. Let's go. Go. You. Hey, Mike's 50.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Second down and goal. Murray, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done.